I am Malcolm, 24. I'm awkward. I think you can probably tell that from this interview. But no, I'm Malcolm, I'm 24. I am the father of a 2-year-old daughter who is amazing, and she has given me any sense of purpose that I've ever felt in my life. I like to think of myself as a comedian. I don't know, maybe I should be more humble. I aim to entertain in the most clean family way that I can. And I guess you would throw me under the category of millennial, someone who is, trying to make their own unorthodox way into what they want to do with their life. I think a lot of people have the notion that millennials are a lot different from like the baby boomers or our parents and grandparents, but what I realize is that a lot of the things that we do are put on Front Street, because of technology. I can't walk outside and scratch my ass. We've created our own platforms. We don't really need to ask for entry into any industry. We can impose our will on it. Technology has given us a resource where we can have our own following when really the world doesn't know about us. I've met people that they have their own world, and you wouldn't even know that they were doing well at what they were doing because it's not on TV. We don't have to take what media gives us. We are the media, we create our own. I work my day job. I manage, I guess I'm a spa director, so I manage a medical spa. I've found a pocket of passion for it, just because it's really interesting and informative, and naturally, in any industry, you meet great people that inspire you. And I have absolutely met people that are amazing in my field of work. But in balancing that with my social life, or whatever sad excuse I have for a social life, it really is trying to find where the comfort lies. Me being a parent, that's the first thing. And that's the thing I consider more than anything, is how am I taking care of my duties, my daddy duties, Everything else falls secondary to that. And I've lost a lot of friends ever since I had a kid, a lot of friends. And I have compassion for them, but I definitely hold them accountable too, because I'm available, but it's just a different life you live when you create a human being, I don't have the freedom that my friends have. Maybe they resent me for that, maybe I resent them for that, but that gives me even more things to consider. I've experienced consistent input from my parents about my life and the direction that it's headed, and it's naturally, that's understandable, but and two, they're looking at it from a different angle. They don't understand everything, I don't understand everything. But I think, when I decided to stop going to school, that was a tough time, between me and my parents, because our parents look at school as the holy grail of success. There is literally no other way to be successful other than going to school to our parents. And that's where they come from. That's a lot of our parents aren't even from this country. They have that dream of coming here and having their kids go to school and get an education. That's what they know. Their expectations and hopes and dreams are being placed on you from young. We don't even realize, we don't question it because that's all we know. And then we're in school and we're hating it. And we're the only ones who have to deal with hating it. We're the only ones who have to be up at 8 o'clock for a class. We're the only ones who have to pay $400 for a textbook and sell it back for $30. That's literally happened to me. I think that was my breaking point in school. When I finished my class and I was I really need this money and I have to sell this textbook back. And they're it's $30. I paid $400 for this. And this is the newest edition. They're yeah, we made a new edition for next semester, so this is only worth $30 now. So I'm I'm done now. This is over. I'm done. Friend pressure is real too, with friends it's different because you kind of see yourself in them. Sometimes what they say means more to you than what your parents say, because you expect them to have more compassion and understanding for what you're going through. You're used to your parents being shut up, you don't know anything, you're a kid. That pressure at a point in my life was real too. Sometimes I'll find myself doing things that my friends are doing, because they're passionate about it, I'm supporting them. I identify support with participation in what they're doing. I think it's a lot more free-flowing now, maybe because communication is it's like on a higher level than it ever was. So we get a lot of energy from a lot of angles, which doesn't really inspire commitment. I think we have to kind of like redefine what a healthy relationship is in 2017. And I really feel like it would be in the best interest of everyone to acknowledge the realities of like monogamy and commitment, you know? I'm not saying like have an open relationship where you like just fuck other people, like that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is to like have compassion for how difficult it is to be those two things in 2017. The age of information, communication is on such a high level, you know. It's hard to like focus in and have tunnel vision on one thing. And there are so many distractions. And like, I think people kind of are okay with taking bits and pieces of other people in like multiple like places, you know, like it's not old-fashioned where you like lock into one person and that's it. It's, you know, situationships. Like people text and people, I think talking, texting have replaced like casual dating. You know, like come through type shit. Like it's not like let's go on a date and let's hook up afterward and good night after. Like it's literally like talk, text, FaceTime like 3 times and it's like, oh, it's free. I'm not in a relationship. I mean, I guess like it's kind of different for me because my father is 24 who doesn't have a shit together. So like if somebody wants to be in a relationship with me, like more power to you. Like I think I'm a good person, you know, I have a lot to offer in a relationship, but you know, not in a relationship. Like I'm dating, like I date, I've gone on dates, and, like, you know, hung out with people, and yeah, that's like the PG version of what I do. Most of the time it's like super easy to just be like feeling lonely, like, you know, like my baby mom, like this in love. Like we don't do that. Like we keep it super respectful and like I don't know, maybe it's just because she doesn't want me, but no, we keep it super respectful. We have like a good understanding. We have a good group of like co-parenting friends. And, like, you know, she's a very good person to have a kid with at this stage of my life because she understands what I'm going through and I understand what she's going through. We have compassion for each other. We try to make it work for each other. It's not easy, you know. She's more on like the day-to-day parenting where I parent from afar and parent financially. To be real with myself, I think there's a couple different routes that I can go down. I can pursue the career that I've been pursuing in my work life pretty actively over the last few years, and I think I could be pretty successful at that. Like in the medical spa industry, like I find myself talking about it passionately to some people, and I'm really good at it, so that's an option. And to say that I would be unhappy with that, I can't say that right now in my life. So that's definitely one route that I could go down. I think if I, you know, pursue just a life of like pure passion, it would be something creative along the lines of what I've been doing with like entertaining and like, you know, my comedic endeavors. I think I've gotten the most joy from that because I've been able to collaborate with a lot of people that are very inspiring. I think my favorite person on social media is probably that Reggie dude. Reggie does the choir thing. He is like out of this world talented. I would love to work with Rennie. I think Rennie is like really funny because he has like, it's really subtle but it hits you hard. The Joanne, ridiculous. Like ridiculous. Like he has a full beard. Like, and his wig is like, it's like he threw it in the air and like just let it land however it landed on his head. Joanne has created a following off of, again, not subtle, because he's the opposite of subtle. He is very like in your face and obnoxious and like, here's what I'm doing, take it, you know? But it's still like, it feels like genuinely like his persona. I want to work with Solange. Like, I don't know how I would work with her. Like, I don't know how that would make sense or register or like, be successful, but like her aesthetic, like she's the definition of aesthetically pleasing to me. Like, and not only is she aesthetically pleasing, she's like historically important. Issa Rae is so funny. She is Insecure was perfect. I like Donald Glover, and I call him Donald Glover. Like, I was like a Childish Gambino fan when he was like rapping about SpongeBob. But Donald Glover, like, be respectful for all the work he's put in, is probably the most important person like in our culture right now, just because of how like he tells. What I feel like that he did with Atlanta was he made a show about Black people that was, for lack of a better word, boring. Like, it's a boring show, and not to say that it's boring in a bad way. It's a normal show, like it's regular day-to-day life, and Hollywood doesn't feel like Black people can do that. I feel like, as a millennial who is going into the phase of adulthood, we feel a lot of resentment toward our parents, or the people that come before us. But entering that adulthood, you start to feel more compassion for them, because you're understanding from the angle that they come from and how different our path is. Like, we're so different. You know, no one has had to deal with your entire life being put on camera. Like, no one's felt that important like a regular person. And literally anyone can create a platform for themselves. You can't compare that to any other era.